Aw.
Oi!
Hey, it's Adam aka Swimmingbird, and welcome back to Pikmin 4 on the Nintendo Switch. This is part 2 and day 2 of our adventures here on the beautiful planet of PNF 404. We're about to go to what is essentially just somebody's backyard on Earth. Let's go explore. We're gonna land in the Sun-Speckled Terrace. If you didn't meet our character here, this is Owari of the Rescue Corps. Please check out part 1 if you haven't. There's a prologue with Captain Olimar. We learned about his predicament. We met some of the core cast like Captain Shepard, Colin, and most importantly, the poster pup, Ochi. He's still just a little guy, but he's invaluable, and he'll probably grow this episode or next. We'll see. We might meet some new Pikmin, at least 1 or 2 types, I'm thinking as well, so we'll get as much done as we can. Ooh, a little ominous, but beautiful nonetheless. I can only imagine what it's like to be one of these weird little creatures, or the aliens visiting this planet, seeing like gardening gloves and watering cans and things we probably know what they are, but they're huge, obviously. We can only imagine the giants that used them, or still use them. That kind of remains to be seen, you know?
Eddie!
Come in, come in. This is Colin. Looks like you made it there in one piece. Hang on, I'll have the captain explain how today's rescue operation will work. There's our day timer, looking new compared to the old games. See the clock at the top left corner of your screen? It's set up so that the hand will reach the rightmost edge at the area's local sunset time. Search for our missing rescue officers during the day, but hustle back to the rescue command post before dark. Copy that. Ochi's ready. We're counting on you.
Nupo?
Oh, you probably noticed that the Onion accompanied the SS Beagle. According to the voyage log, the Onion also serves as a form of transportation for the Pikmin. We've got a lot to do and can take all the help we can get. I think you could put those Pikmin to good use. Alright. Beginning of the day, we want to call out our troops here. You just do auto and it'll kind of give you a nice balance once we have more types. Only 20 at this point. Ready to call the Pikmin out of the Onion? And we can swap between them with L and R. If you need to complete a task, press A. Like squishing this guy. There we go. Pikmin will happily assist. Now they tend to stop once they have enough people to carry something. See, they won't overcarry it too much. I can throw some in the path and they will actually grab it. So that's a better way to get more things carrying. But they do max out, so you can see they have double the amount of that pellet. Let's stock up our numbers a little bit, just in case we lose somebody. See, these guys are hanging out. That's kind of a new feature. They don't really want to overcarry. I guess so that you always have some little guys ready, but it's a little bit of a symptom of the auto lock-on system. That's a pretty rock, isn't it? It doesn't seem like treasure, but it might be useful. I'll check Captain Olimar's voyage log. Ooh, raw materials. One could mistake this raw material for a simple stone, but it has more in common with amber and other fossilized biological matter. When heated, it melts into a brown clay and becomes malleable. I should be able to find many applications for it. Did Olimar create a custom clay emoji for his log? He had a lot of time on his hands, I guess. I'm a fair hand with machines, but I don't know much about materials science. If we had our scientist back, I bet he'd be able to make good use of this. Collect it for now. He'll be excited to have something to work with after we find him. If he's not dead. Send Ochi in as well. Come on, buddy. He eats little things and can carry them around if they're light enough, like the raw materials. And if you hold down your whistle long enough, everybody who's busy, all your little Pikmin, will hesitate. There we go. And yep, they do stop you throwing your Pikmin if you already have enough of the thing, so. There he is. Ochi came back to you. The Pikmin don't really head back to stuff afterwards, unlike some of the old games. But Ochi will always come back. We'll have to remember to come back to that part when we can actually jump up there. And that's a dead end. So this was the area in the demo. We kind of know it a little bit, but there's going to be something a little different as we go along. Oh, can we get that Kodama ball? I thought it was a clown nose originally. Come in, Owari. I forgot an important detail. That is, you're going to need Ochi's help when it comes to searching for the rescue officers. So now we can sniff out using commands. He has a sharp sense of smell, so he'll be able to locate the rescue officers by tracking their scents. Use wide open actions, then use the L stick to select a search command. Begin with Command Ochi to pick up a scent. You never know where his nose may lead you. Rescue operations are a race against time, so put your Dandori skills to work and find our rescue officers quickly. You look a little confused. Have you never heard the term Dandori before, Owari? How to explain? Dandori is the art of organizing your tasks strategically and working with maximum efficiency to execute your plans quickly. I think the actual traditional Japanese definition is more like working team management, which applies to Pikmin as well, but this is kind of a new version of that phrase. Its practice has fallen by the wayside in recent years, but it's still a core tenet of the Rescue Corps, so take it to heart. Embracing the art of Dandori is essential to our work, and you'll need it out there while searching for our rescue officers. To get things started, open the Y actions and command Ochi to sniff out that missing comrade. Okay. And in the meantime, I'm also going to set some shortcuts. So let's do, I think up, I want to do disband all. Maybe right can be commands for Ochi. And I think for now, that's about all we can do. I want to be able to switch to Ochi and maybe use our spicy spray for some of that too. Stuff that you want to have ready. So there we go. We can command to look for just any scent or specific stuff like treasure and rescue officers. Follow the scent, Ochi. Well, let's be careful. We don't want him to get bitten by this little baby Bulborb that's not really a baby. It's in disguise. We need to do something about this wall. Yeah, like throw a ton of Pikmin into it. Come here, Ochi. Are you okay? Aw. He's tracking the scent. Oh, the Kendama ball's up there. We're breaking it through. Alright, the wall's demolished. Get that material. Huzzah! Now we can get past that wall. Alright. Our first cave of the area. Look, there's a cave here too. This area is crawling with creatures. Our rescue officers could have retreated into the cave to get away from them. Well, we should probably take a look inside. A nice feature is we get to pick what Pikmin we want to use when we go in here. I wonder if there might be a voyage log entry related to these coordinates. Yep, here it is. Last Frost Cavern. I entered a cave to look for SS dolphin parts and found a creature that defies the logic of space. It further surprised me by expelling frigid cold air. Imagine if there were Pikmin that had been acclimated to that cold air. This planet's ecosystem is full of surprises. Take a look at this. That Captain Olimar certainly is thorough, isn't he? According to the log, anytime you enter a cave, you should take Pikmin with you. Guess this beagle can bring the Pikmin, so you can enter the cave without stopping by the base first. Pikmin that remain on the surface can't just be left out here, so let's return them to the onion for the time being. No, don't. My guys were lifting resources. Did they leave it? That's okay. Alright, let's go in. I'll worry about it later. Alright. And we will get a bunch of them. And head in. As many as we can. Something just flew. Oh, it's the beagle. I was like, oh. It's an ominous thing flying overhead. Don't like to see a shadow when you're just a little guy with a little dog. Okay, we're heading into Last Frost Cavern. So we are for sure going to get a new Pikmin type here. If you've seen the trailers of the demo, you know this is one of the two new iconic types. You can even see him in the distance. Good boy, Ochi. He's picked up a castaway scent. Has to be one of our missing rescue officers. Time to get them back to safety. Okay, and we got some sheer grubs. These are the female ones. They can't actually hurt you. They don't have their little mandibles the same way the sheer wigs, the flying ones, and the male sheer grubs. It's always so sad when the sheer grubs destroy your little, or grab your little Pikmin. That cry of a defeated Pikmin is heartbreaking. What's this? That's not treasure. Treasure or not, it does appear to contain some sparklium. Makes me think it's radioactive fallout or something. if it's in the creatures, too. You might as well keep collecting those defeated creatures. They may be enough to help, even only a little. Oh, we got some nectar. So I learned Ochi can drink nectar to heal if he gets hurt, which can happen in combat. Hopefully he doesn't get frozen here pretty soon. Alright, we got a new treasure. Now, when you're in the caves, you don't have to worry about time as much. Good, we need all the energy we can get. One of the better strategies is to go into a cave right at the end of the day because you will never go past the end of day counter. You'll never, like, accidentally end a day in a cave, basically. So, if you can get into caves when the day is ending, more power to you, because that'll extend your days a little bit. Did you see that? It bloomed a flower. What's going on here? That substance is called nectar. When Pikmin consume it, it stimulates their growth, apparently. The voyage log says that the more they grow, the faster they move. They really are mysterious creatures. Yeah, flowers are really helpful to make sure your Pikmin keep up with you. Let's see if we have enough for all of them. Yep, there we go. Okay, you can see they're much speedier now. I believe they attack faster with that. Are those wild Pikmin? Okay, let's try to help these guys out here. Let them do that, and then I'll throw a bunch in. I'm just gonna spray that, and then we call him back before he does his little thing. Yep. There we go. And here they are. Little curling pucks. So elegant. Are these Pikmin 2? No, it's Pikmin 4. Let's see, the voyage log says... The ice Pikmin. I always thought of Pikmin as plant-like creatures, so I never dreamed I'd come across an ice variant. Ice Pikmin can use their icy bodies to freeze water and creatures, but they also float like ice in the water. Don't spray them with water, though. They really don't like it. Olimar taking experiments to too many extremes. Their bodies are made of ice. Who knew that something frozen could move around like that? It's incredible. I'm wondering if they're blue Pikmin that are like frozen or something. Oh. And there we go. We extended the amount we can have because we're in a cave. Huh, that seems like a lot of Pikmin. Is your squad bigger than normal? Oh, I see. When you're underground, you can have a larger squad because the wild Pikmin you find will join you. Okay. You guys carry that back. Get a couple more to speed that up. Let's go exploring here. Are you using the radar map? You can really see the difference. Press plus to look at unexplored areas. You can see the difference in the speeds. Oh, here's the male ones that have their mandibles. So watch out for that. It froze. Don't just stand there. Now's your chance. When they're frozen, they don't leave a corpse behind, but they do leave a nice bit of nectar for you. And there we go. So every game has new Pikmin types, and they all have new flowers. So the original ones have these white flowers, red, yellow, blue, and the two from this one have these yellow flowers, glow Pikmin and ice Pikmin. I believe purple and white from 2 have pink flowers, and then the 2 from Pikmin 3, rock and winged Pikmin, have a purpley flower. Yeah, it kind of diversifies them. I noticed this bag says puppies, which is like really going with the dog theme here. Anybody else need a flower? Oh. Ooh, what's this? We've got some sort of tube there, tube of paint. Get Ochi. There we go. We got some more ice. There we go. Good thing we have plenty of nectar. Looks like it starts with the blue Pikmin. Or, not blue Pikmin. Leafed Pikmin is what I mean. When you throw them. The more expendable ones maybe get thrown first. Okay. Now this is very important. It might look like an onion. But it might be some sort of dormant onion, actually. Does it look like it's sputtering? Looks pretty pale for an onion. What do you think? Should we take it with us? Maybe it's like a dying onion or something. I don't know for sure what the deal is with that. Let's freeze that stuff. Just like that, frozen solid. I bet you can break it if you hit it now. Give the order to the Pikmin or Ochi. Ochi's pretty good, but he's busy right now. Hauling that weird looking onion back. Here we go. Hydro jelly is what it's called. You guys do that once it's frozen. And Ochi should be back here soon. There it is. Very useful. Huh? This onion is different somehow. Let's take it back to the surface so we can compare it with the other onion. I'm not going to learn quite yet what it does. And here we go, the end of the cave. We found a castaway! Hurry and check their vitals. I noticed they look nondescript when you first find them, because then they can unlock in any order, which is pretty clever. They have a certain order a lot of them unlock in, but you can go to any cave and it'll be the one you need, basically. Pulse, blood pressure, temperature, all within normal parameters. Looks like their life support system did its job. We should transport them back to the SS Beagle and verify their ID badge. Could you sound any more sarcastic, Colin? He's just like, hooray. Alright, I'm going to try this, and we'll see if we can get... Very useful to dismiss Pikmin. Oh, I guess that's the max that can carry it. If you only need certain types of Pikmin, it is nice to be able to disband. And that's not a normal button in this one. You have to put it on your shortcuts, so I do recommend that. Okay. And we don't actually have to go all the way back for these guys. I was just checking on them while we wait for our castaway friend. You did it! Let's take a look and see what the ID badge tells us. Hey, this is... It's Russ, Rescue Corps officer from GIA as well. An inventor, material engineer, and lover of all things science, he can develop all kinds of useful gadgets with the right raw materials. Oh, thank the stars he's all right. This is Russ, the scientist in charge of repairs and upgrades for our spacesuits in the SS Dolphin. Or Shepherd, sorry. His technical knowledge will be beyond helpful during this rescue mission. I just auto-completed to Dolphin in my brain. We found the scientist. There we go. We got more than half the crew now. You found Russ, the Rescue Corps' talented scientist. Keep searching for the rest of the rescue officers. So I'll leave those Pikmin there, and you can see... Are you all done down here? We can check the tablet so you can kind of see the map and everything. And we're also unlocking this new app for status report. We can see how many we've spawned, how many we've lost, Sparklium, all that good stuff. We're still after Olimar. We got a new ID badge. We're learning more and more, unlocking all these voyage logs. Yeah, there's a lot in this tablet if you really want to dive in and read all this stuff, because, like, yeah, red Pikmin, resources, all that. Okay. So, one thing I was always, this was in Pikmin 2 as well, but I would always gather everyone and bring them all to the exit. You don't have to do that. They will, yeah, see, Pikmin currently outside your squad will come to you, so if you want to run and leave all your Pikmin behind, if it's too scary and you just want to escape, then go alone or send Ochi and then just, you know, escape to the surface that way. And there we go. That's a new pup drive point once we've unlocked that. And we got the Director of Destiny, a compass, refreshing goo, paint tube, and 5 creatures killed. Investigation complete. We've 100%ed the last Frost Cave. 1 sub-level. That's a good place to go if you want to get more ice Pikmin easily. Now, Pikmin that don't have an onion, you cannot get pellets and creatures and spawn them on the surface. You have to wait to get an onion or find wild ones, basically. Hopefully we will find an ice onion before too long, because they're very useful, as you saw. You can freeze creatures. It's almost like an upgrade or a new version of the Ultra Bitter Spray, the weird burp one from Pikmin 2. Kind of got overshadowed by the Ultra Spicy Spray. But it's back in ice form. And there we go. Some time has passed, but not too much. I'm sure I synchronized your clock, Owari, but something's off.
No?
I calculated the difference. It looks as if about 1/6 as much time passed on the surface as you spent underground. Time seems to move differently in the underground spaces of this planet.
New pa.
I'm not sure how it works, but I suppose that means you can take as much time as you need to explore caves. In Pikmin 2, the caves, you had basically unlimited time, but still nice that you don't have to stress as much when you're in the cave. You're stressing about other things, like creatures trying to eat you. Hey, the onion sucked it up. The voyage log says that the white bulb is called Flarlick.
ほい
Just strange name. I'm wondering why it's called like a flared garlic. I don't know. If we bring Flarlick to the onion, it's not even capitalized properly. It will increase the number of Pikmin it releases onto the surface at any time, one time, by 10. So yeah, we want to find a bunch of those. I'm assuming there's only 8 of them in the game. Whoa, that'll be a big help when you're exploring. Try taking out more Pikmin. Okay. And we can go by 10 if we just hold... Oh, we got all of them anyways. There we go. All right. Everybody's here. Where do we want to go? The world is our Flarlick. I don't think we need anything from these unless there's any spicy spray in them. Just nectar. If Ochi gets hurt, remember, nectar is our best buddy.
あれ
Pretty far from the SS Beagle. You want to make sure you don't necessarily, here we go. Don't necessarily use Ice Pikmin too much in combat unless you don't want corpses. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss everybody and just take my red Pikmin here, because this is a fiery blowhog, classic enemy. But because it's fiery, it will do that. But red Pikmin, of course, immune to fire. Oh, just wanted Ochi. There we go. Let's knock that down. Right into the Pikmin. There we go. Perfect. You gonna take that too? Gotta watch out for stragglers. Sometimes they won't always hang around. You know, well, they will hang around. They won't always have the best plan if you don't give it to them. I think there is a thing later on I've heard about, though, that will allow you... There you go, guys. Will allow you to bring back any stragglers, or have Ochi go get those. Let's see what's over here. Even though I've got one little guy with me, we'll do some more exploring. Gotta crush all of these, even if it isn't clear whether there's anything worthwhile in some of them. Oh, nice. Can you guys get that on your own? How many do we need? Oh, Ochi could do that. Come here. Get off of there. We'll send Ochi to that, and you get the raw material. Oh, and we got these little guys, but they can't bite me. I could take them out with Owari. I'll just leave them here. Alright, time to head back to base. Let Ochi pull that, is that a plum or... mangosteen? It doesn't have the little part on the top of it, like the Pokemon. Yeah, until we can easily swap between Ochi and have more means to get some of this stuff over there, we're going to have to go back to base or move the base occasionally. I'm seeing all the stuff that got left behind now. I think this is what happened when we went into the cave. They all dropped all this stuff. Okay. Now, we don't have to go all the way back here. I'm just going to grab the Pikmin that are just here. And then leave everybody else, because there are other ways to do this stuff. Ochi's going to come back on his own anyway, so we don't have to worry about him. Colin kind of hinted at it. He was like, man, the base is really far away. Only we had a better way. There we go. It's right over here. Okay. Let's go take this blowhog out. Once again. Oh, looks like some of them from that battle might have lost their flower and became buds. Oops. A little tough to just whistle the ones you want sometimes. Okay, we'll get used to it. But yeah, the Pikmin can lose their flower in combat and go back to buds or leaves. Huh, another circle of stones. We keep finding them in the most opportune locations. How interesting. Maybe Captain Olimar left them behind for us so we could track him down.
ふんふん
Never mind that for now. I wonder if we're in this creature's territory. We should create a base here. Any Dondori master will tell you it's the most efficient way forward. But first, let's do something about that pesky creature already. You'll find more of these base locations, but you do have to take care of the creatures. I've heard the creatures in this game don't respawn. Normally I'd be a little more hands-on with combat, but we can just kind of let them lose their flowers. There we go. New base unlocked. Let's move base. Hopefully Ochi wasn't still dragging that
やも
thing back. We can check the map and see. Here he goes. He's on his way back. Okay.
Boom.
Let's pick all this stuff up. Pikmin. Of course, Pikmin come with it. So yeah, I didn't have to go back for a lot of those, obviously, because they moved with the base. Without an onion for the ice Pikmin, I don't really have to worry about having the ice Pikmin take too much stuff. Let's try this. This is a proper red Bulborb. You'll want to keep a close eye on the creatures, but if they move around a lot, they can easily escape your line of sight. When that happens, there's a handy trick for keeping your sights and aim where you want them.
Honey.
Press ZR to fix your auto-target lock and keep your aim focused on one target. The camera will circle around with us. Makes targeting nimble enemies or aiming while you're in motion a snap. I have all these ice Pikmin, but I'm still a little apprehensive. This guy's pretty big, be careful. Let's get Ochi in here as well. Good boy, Ochi, you made it back. Okay, we're gonna start with our ice Pikmin and just go crazy on this thing. There we go. And nope, it shattered. I was gonna say if you leave enough time and it unfreezes, you can get the corpse out of it, but it can be a little tough at times to time it out just right. Get these guys. There we go. Oh, we got an electric fence, so we're gonna have to wait on that. There's another Pikmin type that is great against electricity. I want to get those binoculars if we can. Oh no, we do have to wait for that other type. Okay, we'll come back to that. Ochi's a little slow, but again, he's small. He'll get faster as we go. He's hanging out back here. Oh, I see another Flarlick. Oh, and also some Cheerwigs. I might wait to get that pile of resources until we see what we're in for over here. Yeah, we got another Bulborb. Get this guy. That little blue meter around the enemy is the freeze meter. You can see once that fills up, that is when the enemy's gonna freeze. So you could technically just like use less of your Pikmin, your ice Pikmin, until it's just on the edge of freezing, and then worry about that, you know. At the same time, I think it's very easy to get lots of these pellets and stuff to get tons and tons of Pikmin. Ooh, let me see if we can do this. Can you do that, Ochi, or do we need more? We'll let them work on that. These guys are breaking down the wall. Let's check who's at the base. We got a couple of stragglers doing resources. I think they'll keep going back until that's done. Ochi and that one little ice Pikmin are doing their stuff. Oh, yeah, we should, before we do any of this, try to get these shortcuts. I was going to say, there's a way over there, but I want to get... This bag is very important, making sure that you can push these down so you got these extra ramps to go around. We got enough for that. Get our binoculars going. There we are. Okay. Collect these resources. Ochi's on his way back. Didn't quite get enough to get that out of there. Our base is right over here, though, isn't it? So many piles of resources. We're going to have tons of this stuff by the end of this day. I've got that cave in mind. That is my my goal at the end of this. Okay, I'm trying to get a couple more pieces of treasure. We've almost completed one of the sets there. You guys do that. We'll head back over here. I have to remember, we can do the cave at the last second as long as I'm in the area, because it'll get all the Pikmin with me. Ooh, it's very tempting to do. We don't really need red Pikmin, though, honestly. We have more than we know what to do with. Okay. Let's put an emphasis on getting this thing back. Go ahead, Ochi. We already got people on the resources. And then I do need to uncover that cave real quick before the day ends, because it's starting to get close. Ochi would be good for that. He's better at digging than some of the other. It's right over here, though. Right, you guys grab that, and then come with me. We got some last-second excavating to do. Here we go. Yeah, it's so different in this game, getting used to not being able to have 100 Pikmin immediately, because you used to be able to leave a bunch planted in the ground, and they would, if you wanted, they would grow flower. You know, they'd go buds and flowers, so that you could have them powered up. There we go. Okay, so that's all ready to go when we're ready to go in there. We've only got 10 ice Pikmin so far, so I think we need 30 to freeze that lake. Let's see what else we can do in the last little bit of time here. More Sparklium? Soon, we can increase the radar's range. We had a couple of these little guys going for that resource pile over here. I don't know if we... Yep, they're still going. We can't build any bridges yet. Uh-oh. Was this under construction at some point? I wonder who was working on it. Sure, we could put it to good use if it was finished. I'm gonna move the camera around during this stuff. Get these guys quick. Oops, didn't mean to freeze them, but that's okay. Alright, you guys hurry and get the rest of this resource. It's kind of a good way to just gather the Pikmin that you are worried about that are out in the field if the sun is about to go down. Because if you go to the cave, seemingly, you can just get everyone back from the field, from what I have heard. They drop everything. Alright, that pile of material's done. Let's just do a quick oversight. I noticed you're looking at the radar map just now. Why don't I tell you about the handy little function it has? The system will mark discovered caves and cleared areas with a down or a shuffle, I guess. If you go to that spot, the symbol disappears. It's a very useful way to keep track of your objectives. Okay. Yeah, we can see we have a couple little stray red Pikmin. I'd like to get this Flarlick, but it's pretty high up. I probably could have actually rammed into that with Ochi. At this point, we'll come back and do that. And the onion produced different Pikmin. So onion color determines Pikmin type. Alright, the Crackling Cauldron. I was feeling hotter than usual in my spacesuit, and when I looked down, the ground was on fire. I panicked, but a red Pikmin just gave me a sidelong glance. Totally unfazed, even as the fire licked at them. They're clearly capable of more than just skillful attacks. Let's go in here. And they want us to bring only reds, but I'll bring some, do that. There we go. Bring some ice Pikmin. Okay, here we go, our second cavern. I keep forgetting about the ship flying in. Luckily, the Beagle was just big enough to transport Owari. But it can have this infinite amount of treasure in it. Everything very convenient for our needs. Okay, so this is fire-oriented. I'm almost like, oh no, the day's gonna end, and I remembered. We're in a cavern. I don't have to worry so much. Okay. You know what is gonna happen in here? You can kind of tell by the fact that there's some electric gates, and they wouldn't leave us hanging. Those electric gates and nothing in the way. If you whistle fast enough with Pikmin that aren't red, you can get him back before he does that thing. Bucking them off and making them lose their flowers, but there we go. I've also heard that Pikmin that stay in a cave long enough will lose their flower from just being underground, but I think it might be all the combat that happens down here that's also an issue. Alright, so those are sheer wigs. They fly through the sky. Can we swap to Ochi yet? Let me see what other shortcuts we have. Nothing? Yeah, we have to wait for Ochi to get... I think at this point when I was doing this cave in the demo, I was a little larger. I mean, Ochi was. Here we go. Get that guy out of here. They can be annoying because not only do they have those grabby mandibles, but they also can fly and swoop in. Right, you guys take that rice cracker. And let's get these. Returning from all the other Pikmins. Originally in Pikmin 1. The yellow Pikmin. Jack of all trades. They have a lot of good things. as we'll learn. Is this a new type of Pikmin? I should check to see if Captain Olimar's log says anything about them. The yellow Pikmin. I've decided to call the yellow-colored Pikmin with large ear-like appendages yellow Pikmin. I like that name a lot more than ear Pikmin. They're resistant to electricity, and they fly high when thrown. Plus, they're good at digging.
No?
Resistant to electricity? How unusual. What the world are they made of? That sounds like a potentially useful quality, though. Just be careful how you deploy them. They aren't that many. There aren't that many. Okay. Aw, hello. Yeah, they're pretty useful for a lot of stuff. And I get the theory is... Oh, yellow Pikmin are great at digging. The theory is because they're got a little bit of an electric property, they have all this energy, and they can fly higher. Plus the ears might help. But the fact that they're really fast at digging, stuff like that. I think they gave them just kind of different skills. Like Pikmin 1, they didn't even have the electricity element. They were just there to fly higher and use bomb rocks. And then they changed it where any Pikmin can use bomb rocks. We'll have to see if bomb rocks have returned in this one. And then they got the digging ability. They kind of changed their qualities constantly. It's like a job for yellow Pikmin. So many types of Pikmin. So there are 2 added in every game, plus the original 3, so need to reorganize your squad. I want to sneak around here. Instead of going this way, I think we're just going to go through here and let them do that. Nobody else touch that, because you will get shocked, and your Pikmin will die. They used to just be stunned in 3, but they made it pretty deadly again. Okay. Let's go. I can't wait for the ability to call back some of my Pikmin from the Beagle and send Ochi around as well. He's kind of in training right now. Okay. I'm being very careful because I do not like when my Pikmin die. I'm trying my best to give myself the best chance I got. See if Ochi can do much. There we go. They're distracting him so Ochi can go in there and chomp. I've learned that, yeah, you kind of want Ochi to get some of the stuff for you because... Let's get the yellows. The fact that Ochi comes back to you is very helpful. Well, we need 10. Can we get more from up here? I was gonna say, usually the yellow Pikmin were the only one that could hit that, I think, from the ground. There can't just be one sheer wig, right? Okay. You guys get that? Yep, I was gonna say. Good boy, Ochi. You made it back. Okay, you guys come here. We are going to send the ice Pikmin with that, because they're not even supposed to be here. They were not recommended to join this fight. Okay. You guys can do this. Look out, Ochi! Oh no! I got a little careless there. Ochi, put out your little puff tail. Ochi's tail is burning. Put the fire out with beat right away. I'm sorry. There we go. Finish him off. So one thing, as sad as it is to see that, there are some things in the game that Ochi needs to experience if you want to get certain upgrades and things that help him be a little more hardy. I was trying to use the camera stick to do the C-stick thing that you used to be able to do. I think there's an ability to unlock that later on as well. But yeah, unfortunately, it's like, oh, Ochi might need to learn that he can't swim if he wants to learn to swim. That sort of thing. Let's do these. Yeah, it does seem like it throws the leaf Pikmin first. You'd think you'd want to throw your Pikmin that have the best shot in combat, the flower Pikmin. But, I don't know. I think it may be with Nectar, it prioritizes that. Alright, did we get everything out of here? Let's double check. Looks like it. We didn't go around this way, but I do want to just make sure we're not missing anything, because we don't have a way of tracking treasure at this point. Yep, that's where the yellow Pikmin were. Okay, we're good to go. Pikmin are so much smarter in this game now, too. They are much better at pathfinding than they have been in certain ones. Pikmin 1, you could just walk over a bridge and half your Pikmin would be like, oh, jump in the water and drown? Cool. I'll do that. Poor Ochi, giving him the runaround. Meet me by the puppy's bag. They're singing. Aw. Yeah, the Pikmin will sing song. I went the wrong way again. I was like, oh, I could take the shortcut. Are they singing the Luigi's Mansion song? Or no, they're singing the Pikmin song. They used to sing Luigi's Mansion. There we go. Okay, let's go. Everybody in. Once we know and have the little treasure radar that tells us where treasure is, it will be a little easier for me to not just kind of double check. I always have to be sure. I want to make sure I've gotten everything out of a level. We're 50% through, so I'm sure this is a 2-level sub-cavern. Yep, there we go. Final one. Oh, we got a new hazard here. It's called the Crackling Cavern for a reason. Huh, there must be a castaway nearby. We break those. Everybody else go over here. Yeah, I'm missing some core skills that I think I was used to having here at this point. You get that. Like being able to charge into stuff was pretty handy. The yellow Pikmin are really good against shearwigs because they can fly up in the sky so easily. Okay, you guys do that. I'm gonna send the yellow Pikmin over here because this is gonna take a little bit. There is some delay when you switch between Pikmin, so it's nice you don't have to accidentally worry you're gonna throw a red Pikmin into an electric fence or something like that. Okay. Get all those materials. Which way do we want to go? Up has a lot of fire. But down here is interesting. I like lurking around in these little spaces. Ooh. One of the biggest changes to this game is the fact that you get this lower perspective. You used to have such a big, high up perspective in the old games. You guys break that lickety split. Uh-oh. Ochi! Can't get anything flying in the air easily, I would guess. Let's be a little cautious. There we go. Alright, you guys take that stuff out for me. But yeah, I do think that was a big improvement in this game, is putting the camera down lower so you really feel the scale. You feel like you're just a little guy with a little dog against the world. And I like that. It's so high. Could we use yellow Pikmin? There we go. I guess if we didn't break this fence down, they would have to go all the way around. Hey, you lounging. I don't know why I always think of the yellow Pikmin as the ones that lounge and slack off a little more. I guess they seem a little cheeky with their big ears. Alright, we got another castaway. I think we might have found another rescue officer. Let's hurry and verify their ID info. It's Schnauz, a treasure appraiser, so not part of the rescue corps. Home planet Sigure. An acclaimed treasure appraiser who's traveled extensively. His unique techniques were used to develop a leading appraisal AI. Oh, so this is the guy that we talked about last episode with the ship. Hang on, this is no rescue officer. Who is this and how did he get here? The ID shows that he's a treasure appraiser. What's he doing on this planet? I wonder. You remember the voyage log that arrived with Captain Olimar's SOS signal? Perhaps there were others who picked up his signal, saw the log, and decided to come all the way in search of treasure. Maybe they ended up like Captain Olimar too, shipwrecked and stranded. That's my hunch anyway. I'd like to think this appraiser is the only one, but we should keep an eye out for more civilian castaways and be ready to rescue them too. Chances are they're in danger. I'm officially adding this to our mission list. Got it, you two? Okay. Rescue all castaways, not just ones that are part of our group. As if we didn't have enough work finding Captain Olimar and the rescue corps, there are also civilian castaways on this planet. Rescue any that you come across. Yes, it's become a tourist destination. Not gonna throw Ochi in there. send all these guys in. Can't wait till I can charge. Uh-oh. Oh, no, no, no! No! I didn't see it there! Poor little Pikmin. Ah, we already had a death. I was distracted by the resources. And I didn't even see that shearwig. I gotta not be so careless. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. This is a new enemy in this game. Try to be careful when it flips up. I think it's called a scorch cake, if I remember correctly. Look out! There it goes. New base unlocked. Let's go ahead and move this over. I feel so bad, but we would have to redo the whole floor if I wanted to save that one red Pikmin. If I was not playing this on video, if I was just, you know, doing it on my own, I would redo it. But, you know, I value your time. And this is a video game. You shouldn't feel too bad. That's how we learn from our mistakes. I know that is part of what makes this game a little daunting for some people, is the fact that the Pikmin can die, and that's a part of their life cycle. Let's get these yellow Pikmin in here to dig this thing up. We got a hot yam waiting for us. Big old sweet potato. We got some more yellow Pikmin here as well. There we go. Everyone team up on that. There's some key art of the yam there. That is, I think was on the Pikmin website. Pikmin website I always associate with, in Pikmin 2, you could get spam mail, and it would be like, looking for love? Find me at Pikmin.com. Oh. I wonder if that's, just saying that's where the gate was? Because, I think we got everything. Alright, let's go. We got 49. Not 50, unfortunately. Alright, let's head out. Here we go! Look at Ochi's little ears. We're getting as much time as we can with little puppy version of Ochi before he grows up. Okay, we're just about done with this episode and this day. Thank you all so much for watching. Look at all this treasure. A lot of food down here. We've got the deceptive snack, the illumination goo, dusty bed. I guess that was used on the Mario movie. No. Dusty bed, pencil case, SS chocolat is a macaron, cookie of nibbled circles, daughter of the earth. I think there's like son of the earth or yeah, there's a different potato one if I remember. Investigation complete. Okay, poor little red Pikmin, I'm sorry. That's one down. Hopefully no more. No promises, but I'm going to try my best to keep these guys alive. Okay, so the clock is probably just about finished here since we spent the last bit of the day in the cave. So we're probably in the countdown. That's kind of the best, like I said. Even if you go into the cave at the last second, it can't end the day while you're in the cave, so you can use as much time as you want when you're in there. What's the problem? Oh, I see. The Pikmin won't follow you onto the surface. Yeah, there are limits to how many and what types of Pikmin you can have out on the surface at any one time. But don't worry about the rest when you choose which Pikmin to take. Any rain Pikmin will go back to the onion with the SS Beagle. Okay, so they hitch a ride with that. That's how they figured that out. Okay, yep, 10 of each seems good, even though we're probably done here in a second. Oh, look at the time. An important part of any rescue mission is making sure you make your way back to the base before it gets dark. You can see that's the safe zone. According to Captain Olimar's voyage log, Pikmin will be safe as long as they make it back to this area around the base. It seems the creatures get even more aggressive at night. If any Pikmin are separated from the squad, you better collect them now. That's another reason to go in the caves, because you get all your buddies back. Alright, that's all we can do. I'm not going to risk any Pikmin by sending them out on a task here. If they're in your squad, they're fine. You don't have to be in this circle with them. I can just be running around. Oh, Walpole. Little baby Wally Hop. will stand outside the circle just to show you that the ones in your squad are safe. So don't stress too much about getting back to the base if you have all your Pikmin. There you go. Leading them back. Look at these guys. Almost like got the initial squad, except blues have been replaced by this frigid imposter. Okay, that is day 2 in the bag. We're gonna head back. I think we're basically gonna start the initial setup of the next day at the end of each episode, because they'll take us back to base camp. And some of these won't even be days, it will be night, as we will see later on. I'm excited to try out night mode and the new glow Pikmin. Got that to look forward to. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you being here. Once again, in the description, there's community links. There is a way to support the channel if you want to become a channel member, get some benefits out of that. Helps me out. Helps me keep doing streams and videos like this. Exploration results, day 2. We got Russ and Schnauz. We're gonna have so much pup drive points at the end of this thing. And then look at all these. We saw those last ones. Let me see what else. We almost have the 1500 Sparklium, the demo limit. Temporal Mechanism. Double Dragon-Eyed Scope. Lesser Mock Bottom. Remember the Mock Bottom from 2. Aspirational Ritual Ball. And, yep, there we go. That's all of them. Got 110 total, and we only lost 1 so far. I should look on the, glass half full. Welcome back, Russ. Glad to see you made it here in one piece. Hee, of course, Captain. I had no doubts the emergency escape system I developed would function perfectly. That may be, but it would have been helpful if you showed the rest of us how to actually use it. One would expect an emergency escape device to be a little more intuitive to use in an event of an emergency. Anyhow, now that you're back, Russ, you tell us if you came across any rocks like this before we found you? Oh, Colin. Not only did I see them, I have already completed very thorough research on this material. I discovered that when heated, the rocks become soft and malleable and can be shaped into any form you desire. Its base properties can even change when exposed to different stimuli. It's quite a versatile raw material indeed. Cool. Cool doesn't even begin to describe it. This is the ultimate biomass I've been searching for my entire career. I'm currently upgrading the 3D printer so we can put this miracle material to use as soon as you bring it to the SS Beagle. It'll be... What did he say? Kishinipoo? It will be crucial to my work in the lab and any other building needs that might arise. What a spectacular update, Russ. I knew bringing along a material scientist would be key to our success. Starting tomorrow, I'm expecting our rescue operations to go even more smoothly than usual now that you're here. We should be able to find our rescue officers more quickly as well. Speaking of which, we've also discovered a few castaways, besides our own rescue officers and Captain Olimar. There may be more. What should we do about them, Captain? There's only one thing we can do, rescue them, no matter how many there are out there. And once they're here, I'm confident you'll take good care of them, Colin. Copy that, Captain. Another task for the to-do list. Colin, he's a Renaissance man, and the Captain trusts him with this stuff, so... Alright. That is the end of day 2. But we've unlocked quite a few things, I believe. Look at that! Aw, I already missed when he was little. He's so cute, greeting us at the dawn of the day. But now we got a new ride. Wait, is it just me, or did Ochi go through a growth spurt overnight? It's actually quite typical for his breed. It's a sign that he's now fully grown and qualified for more rigorous activity. Aw. He's a little smaller than Moss, I think, though. The Pikmin sure are playful today. They're illustrating an important point. Yes, they appear to be letting their guard down now that Ochi's come into his own. I'm just glad to see they're getting along. Right. Another benefit of Ochi being fully grown is that he can now build up his pup drive when completing missions. Are they waving with their little leaves? Or is it the wind? And with regular training sessions, he can learn new skills that'll be useful for everyday rescue operations. From the looks of it, Ochi is ready as ever to fill up that pup drive. He feels fulfillment from rescuing people because he's trained as a rescue pup, so I love that element. Such a nice little detail. All right, officers, to your stations, please. Copy that. Okay. Oh, I now call this strategy meeting to order. First things first, Russ, please update us on the improvements being made to the SS Beagle. Hee, it would be my absolute pleasure, Captain Shepard, because they're done. He's finished his 3D printer thing. The SS Beagle now has the ability to transform any raw material collected in the field into all-purpose clay. I even made a little blueprint with a cute Ochi drawing. With this functionality, we should be able to easily build on location. Excellent. Of course, I'm not quite sure what we'll be building, but good work nonetheless. One last thing. Bring me raw materials and I'll be able to whip up exciting new gear and items for you in the lab. I have no doubt they'll be useful to you while out in the field. There was a whole subset of stuff that wasn't in the old games. You'd have to find this stuff before. Now we can build it. Sounds like we're not only collecting treasure now, but raw material too. And don't forget about our missing rescue officers. We're counting on you to find them, Owari and Ochi. By the way, come talk to me later when you have a minute. I'd like to discuss Ochi's training. I hereby call this strategy meeting to a close. Copy that. Okay. Don't forget more raw materials. We can bring everybody out. There's no auto thing when you're here, but you can just do 10 at a time. Not sure if there's too much else to grab at the base. Schnauz would like to speak to you. All right, we're gonna kind of wrap up some of the talking to people here. And then we will be able to start the next day by going right in to the thick of things. As soon as you two are ready, let's get your training started. All right, let's get some new stuff for Ochi. All right, it's time to commence training. The journey will be long and arduous, but I have no doubt that you two can handle it. Then we'll get some stuff with Russ. Colin's still, he's standing like his picture. And we have a mission to learn all his skills. The rescue pup training curriculum has been passed down through many generations. If Ochi's pup drive is built up sufficiently, he can train and learn new skills without a problem. As for what skills to learn and when to learn them, that depends on the rescue approach you two want to take. Go the buff path if you want to carry heavy things, or go the chomp path if taking on creatures is your priority. But keep proper Dandori practices in mind, and think carefully about what will help you carry out your duties efficiently. Okay, so buff, we can carry all the way up to 10 for that. Yeah, basically the power of a purple Pikmin. Chomp, we can do much more damage. Take down that pellet posy easily. We can get a faster, more powerful rush. No, not the little downy Nagrit baby. We learned dig already. Heal seems pretty useful to actually heal Ochi if he takes damage, but upon learning you can eat nectar to do that. I think I'm gonna not prioritize this as much. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start. How many do we need for this? 3? Let's get command level 2, because then we can tell him to go to base, we can call him there, we can tell him to go here. I think that's going to be very helpful. He learned command level 2, good boy. He has 1 pup drive left. Should we save it and get a buff? I think that's probably a good use of it to get him to the next level. So then he can carry 5. This will come back to us a lot easier, so I think it's really useful to have Ochi carry things. Alright, and that's all we can do for now. Put everything you had into that training. What a good boy, Ochi. Yes, you are. Now I have a special treat for you. We got 2 scrummy bones. Going forward, every time you complete training, you get a scrummy bone. Give it to Ochi as a reward for me. So those are pretty useful to heal him and power him up with more health if he's full. Oh, it seems like an opportune time to teach you how to use items. That's also in our little command wheel. From Y action, open your pack. Look how big that bone is. You'll find all your items in there, so just pick the one you want to use. Okay, and then now I might be able to actually set my shortcuts a little more. Let's see. Oh, yeah, disband all. Go here. Maybe go here would be good. Then we can just like, or go to base. Go here, and maybe, I don't remember what pack it. Oh, that's my pack for my items. I was gonna say, they just taught me about that. Maybe go to base would be good on that one. We'll do the pack for now, because I think I'm ultimately going to use that for the spicy spray when we unlock that. Okay. Let's talk to Russ real quick. Visit the lab. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Russ, the resident brains of this rescue corps operation. I use the raw materials you find and my handmade components to create all kinds of items and gear to use in the field. He looks like the silhouette from Pikmin 2, the spam mail I was just talking about. There's one of those that looks just like him. Let's visit the lab. I can proudly state that all my inventions have been perfectly perfected. You could even say I have it down to a science. In exchange for raw material, I provide you with new gear. Your contributions make it possible to continue my important work. You should have poop. Why does he keep saying something about poop? I may run out of components from time to time. Make sure you poop. If that happens, just visit the lab the next day after I've restocked. Okay, we have another side mission to get all the gear from the lab. So there's the survey drone, which you can use to scout. The charging horn, I definitely want this, because that you can send in all of a certain type of Pikmin, so that'll save a lot of time. We got the treasure gauge for detecting treasure. Scorch guard for us, make us fireproof. And Ochi as well, fire resistance. Oh no, I don't like seeing him. Okay. I don't know if we necessarily need the survey drone, but I could probably get it. I'm just going to grab a bunch of this and see what we can get. So that's 100. And ours is 50. I think I'm gonna... We only need one more and we can get that. I'm gonna get Ochi the Scorch Guard. We probably should have saved some raw materials for building bridges, but we'll get more. And then we get any new stuff, we get these free prototypes. It's a superfood that replenishes Ochi's HP. Give him lots of these and even more belly rubs. It's the least you can do. And then we have to buy our second. First taste is free of the emergency kit. This life-saving kit auto-replenishes your HP. You should always keep one equipped. Then you can focus on rescuing. That's good. That's why I don't need the Scorch Guard as much. And a Pick Carrot. Toss one of these crunchies to a creature and watch the bitter flavor paralyze them from head to toe or tail. There are plenty of Pick Carrots in the pantry, but some are duds and way too bitter to be considered edible. By us, anyway. But the more you feed to the creatures, the longer they'll stay out of your way. I love these little Piclopedia-esque demos. Yeah, that's a good way to stun a more annoying creature. And then this is what would happen if we died. We're brought back. It's like a fairy. Okay, that's all for that. I'd love to take this opportunity to teach you how to use my scientific masterpiece, the charging horn. It's actually quite simple. Just press X to blow the horn once and order your Pikmin to charge. If you press X once, only your selected Pikmin or Ochi will charge. But keep pressing X and the entire squad charges. As you can see, this horn is perfect for attacks or transporting objects. You can even call it Dandori Dynamite. We can't hop on Ochi just yet. Oh. That carrot looked like a Pikmin to you. Now we can do this. And send all of them in. Look how convenient that is. And even Ochi will go. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So yeah, if you whistle, they'll stop, but you have to hold the whistle over them if you actually want them to stop their task so that you don't accidentally call anybody. Oh, Ochi ran in and grabbed it. Okay. Let's talk to Schnauz to finish up here. Thank you so much for rescuing me the other day. I confess I'm really quite flustered. I only came here because I heard there were rare treasures to be found. Getting stuck here was not on my agenda. Oh, my apologies. I'm Schnauz, a noted appraiser of treasures. I often compile my findings in a little log for posterity's sake. We can see of all our treasures. Oh, you're interested in treasure, are you? I'd love for you to take a gander at my pride and joy, my treasure catalog. Alas, I lost all my data while I was, well, lost myself. If you don't mind, would you allow me to appraise any treasure you happen to collect? If you do, I shall compile the treasure data into a neatly edited treasure catalog. Of course, I'll offer you a reward for doing me this favor. All I require is that you keep me posted when you find something. This is a return of the treasure in catalog here. And we can learn about him, and he'll give us little stuff. We can even observe the cracker if we want. You can see how they're grouped. We'll come back to this later, maybe. Do drop by any time you'd like to peruse the treasure catalog. I'm not going to read all those right now, but it's nice that it's there, you know? Okay, so let's finish with heading back down there. We're all set. Over here, the SS Beagle can take off whenever you're ready. I'm ready to explore, Colin. Which area would like to explore? We need... Oh, we're so close to unlocking the next area already. All right, thank you guys so much. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. Maybe subscribe if you haven't. Click the notification bell if you want to see the next episode or stream on the way. And I will see you all next time for part 3 and day 3 proper of Pikmin 4. Thanks again. See you then.